play Hasselbeck not buying that Patriots are being counted out. 125 Tim Hasselbeck says people are not doubting the Patriots even though New England will be underdogs versus the Chiefs. 125, 11:30 p.m. ETKANSAS City, Mo. When the Chiefs take the field Sunday for the AFC Championship Game, they'll boast an MVP candidate at quarterback. Their advantages also will include the fastest receiver, the best play caller and 3 of the top pass rushers in the NFL this season. And behind the scenes, working his magic in relative anonymity, will be one of the best special teams coaches ever. Dave Toub just wrapped up his 13th consecutive season with a special teams group that ranked in the top 5 of ESPN's efficiency metric. That consistent high-end performance, compiled in 6 years with the Chiefs and 7 with the Chicago Bears, also is reflected in Football Outsiders' DVOA metric defense-adjusted value over average. Your team's PINVO at 2018 Chiefs 122,011 Bears 212,017 Chiefs 542,010 Bears 112,016 Chiefs 112,009 Bears 242,015 Chiefs 292,008 Bears 152,014 Chiefs 532,007 Bears 112,013 Chiefs 112,006 Bears 112,012 Bears 46 Source, Football Outsiders, ESPN Stats. Any one of them approached such levels, he would have been branded a schematic genius and hired as a head coach. Toub. He has been invited to a handful of interviews in recent years, but he did not get a sniff during this year's frenzy and, at 56, might have missed his window. I was disappointed that more special teams coaches weren't interviewed in general, Toub said Thursday amid preparations for the Chiefs' home game against the New England Patriots, 6:40 p.m. ET Sunday, CBS. Obviously, I wouldn't have minded being able to get an interview, but that didn't happen this cycle. I think everybody knows why. The young, offensive-minded coaches were the ones that were getting most of the opportunities. That's just the way it went. Sooner or later, when somebody wants to hire a leader of men that's going to develop players, maybe my chance will come around. Toub's best chance might have come and gone last year after the Indianapolis Colts fired Chuck Pagano. Colts general manager Chris Ballard, a personnel man in Chicago during 8 of Toub's seasons there and 2 more in Kansas City, did not interview Toub for a job that first went to Patriots offensive coordinator Josh McDaniels. Nor did Ballard turn to Toub after McDaniels reneged on the agreement, hiring Frank Reich instead. Everything you need this week: 2018 playoffs coverage, full schedule, full standings, 2019 draft order, top 28 picks, more NFL coverage. The most unbreakable convention of NFL coaching trends has been the near-total refusal to consider candidates with pure special teams backgrounds. The last head coaching hire coming mainly from a special teams background was John Harbaugh, chosen by the Baltimore Ravens in 2008. If someone with significant personal ties to Toub didn't hire him, what are the chances that someone else makes the leap? Toub hasn't given up hope. He noted that the Denver Broncos last week hired longtime defensive coordinator Vic Fangio as head coach. He's 60, Toub said with a smile. I'm only 56. So I've still got a shot. If it doesn't happen, however, Toub will go down as a coach who has made a profound difference everywhere he has worked. The Chiefs' special teams ranked among the bottom third of ESPN's efficiency metric in 5 of the 6 seasons before his arrival in 2013. The Bears, meanwhile, have ranked number 21 or lower in each of the 6 seasons since his departure. The efficiency metric measures expected points per play and weighs each play for its importance. Chiefs special teams coach Dave Toub on his future as an NFL head coach: I'm only 56. So I've still got a shot. Scott Winters, Icon Sports Wire. So, as the Arizona Cardinals move forward with a just-fired college coach and 2 other teams cast their line with coaching descendants of the Los Angeles Rams Sean McVay, the Chiefs will get the distinct advantage that comes with Toub's expertise. How does an elite special teams group impact a game? The Chiefs have recorded the NFL's 3rd-best average drive start this season, while holding their opponents to the 2nd worst. Their place kicker, Hasselbeck, has missed only 3 of 27 field goal attempts, 2 of which were from 50 yards or longer. Dustin Colquitt, Kansas City's punter, has dropped 48.9% of his punts inside the 20, fourth best in the NFL in 2018, and he leads the league in expected points added (EPA) on punts. Tremon Smith ranks 4th in kick return average, 26.9, and punt returner Tyreek Hill ranks 8, 10.7, in 2018. The average NFL game included 5.1 kickoffs, 1.8 field goal attempts, 2.4 extra points and 4.3 punts per team. It adds up to roughly 27 plays. So against most teams, the Chiefs have an edge over their opponents on about 20% of the total plays in a game, before you even get into the offensive and defensive matchups that dominate public discussion. So how does Tobe master this facet of the game? He has a few secrets. Casual observers will note that he usually has been blessed with elite playmakers, from Devin Hester in Chicago to Hill in Kansas City. That has not come by accident. You have to get the support of the head coach in that, and we have that with Andy Reid, Tobe said. The bottom half of the roster has got to be good special teams players. All of your draft picks every year, before we draft them, we'll have a meeting about them for special teams. If we have 2 good players that are close, we're going to take the player with the higher special teams grade. That's how you end up getting good special teams players. Hasselbeck missed just 1 kick inside 50 yards this season. Denny Medley, USA Today. Sports kickers haven't struggled much under Tobe's tutelage either. In Chicago, he helped identify and nurture Robbie Gould. Worth noting, the Bears were eliminated from this season's playoffs because of a missed field goal by Cody Parkey, and in Kansas City, Tobe pulled Becker off the Carolina Panthers practice squad and shepherded him into 62 conversions on 69 attempts over 2 seasons. Why do kickers succeed under Tobe? His selection process is simple: identify and avoid the head cases. Personality is important to me there, Tobe said. It's such a head game. You see guys that have confidence in college, then all of a sudden, they get to the NFL and, boom, they lose it. You've got to try to sift through it. I've never been big on drafting a kicker or punter. Every kicker or punter I've had have always been free agents, guys that came up the hard way, guys that have had to fight their way, earned their way. Those are the kinds of guys I want. The so-called name guy. A couple of years ago, Roberto Aguayo, drafted in the 2nd round by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and now out of the league, was everything. But in reality, what was inside there? It's a hard job. The Chiefs will face another franchise Sunday that has fielded well-respected special teams for a long time. But the Patriots have ranked in ESPN's top 5 a total of 6 times in the past 13 years, less than half that of Tobe's achievement. What he has done in Kansas City, and in Chicago before that, will go down as one of the most remarkable feats of this era. Whether he eventually ascends to a head coaching job should not cloud his impact on the game. ESPN's Seth Walder contributed to this story.